It's got one of the most modern skylines in the world, but does it have any culture?
Coming up on this week's travel show, we visit the United Arab Emirates in search of some cutting-edge art and end up in an industrial estate in Dubai.
The West's perception towards Middle Eastern art has really changed in more ways than one.
We meet the man with some eye-watering circus skills in Colombia. Tommy's here to show off his latest clutch of travel tech. This week, keeping his toes lovely and warm with the touch of a button.
Hello and welcome to The Travel Show, coming this week from Macedonia in Eastern Europe, where a little later on I'll be checking out one of the most unique and irreverent festivals in the world. But first...
The United Arab Emirates, home to gleaming towers, huge shopping centres and big bank accounts. But what about the things money just can't buy, like art and culture, for instance? Well, although the UAE might not be the first place you think of when it comes to cutting-edge contemporary art, things are changing, as Joanne Worley reports now from Dubai.
In exhibition spaces across the Emirates, you'll find bold, vibrant pieces of contemporary art and sculpture, often challenging perceptions of life in the Gulf. 10 years ago, there were only a handful of galleries here. Now there are more than 50. And with them, a calendar of events to showcase the work.
You know, the art world in the UAE and in the Middle East, and even the West's perception towards Middle Eastern art has really changed in more ways than one. I mean, it's one thing to say we have more galleries, but it's another thing to say attitudes have changed.
In the past, some critics have accused Dubai of being sterile and man-made, built on state sponsorship and multinational corporate finance. Not an ideal environment in which to nurture new talent. But they're working on that.
Now, it's taken us quite a while to get here because even though we're only 15 minutes from the centre of Dubai, none of the local cab drivers seem to know where this place actually is. But believe it or not, amongst all these industrial buildings and old warehouses are some of Dubai's most cutting-edge galleries.
This is Al Zakal Avenue. In 2012, a raft of galleries opened here for the Art Dubai Festival. Very soon they were joined by more and more openings. And now building work's taking place to double the area in size. Al Zakal is now being spoken about in the same breath as trendy districts like New York's meatpacking area and Shoreditch in London.
Last week we had a big event here. One of the larger brands asked us to give them this space to create, a fashion show and display, their products. And that was for the first time that really 75 top fashionable ladies who never ever crossed by this area arrived here, and all of them overwhelmingly were surprised about this complex and about this type of facilities in Dubai.
And in the galleries around here are pieces that discuss Arab identity and conflict across the region.
Dubai and United Arab Emirates is moving to the right direction, opening a lot. We have, comparing to the other countries of the Middle East, the highest level of freedom to express ourselves and do whatever we want to do in this type of cultural institution with respect to the values that they have set for their society.
Despite changing attitudes, there are still some restrictions on what can be exhibited here. Shahrukh Amin was censored in her home country of Kuwait, so came to Dubai to exhibit. But even here, 2 of her works have been removed from public view.
Could have shown in Europe or the States, but I really wanted to stay in the region, because especially in the GCC region, because that was the relevancy, and I wanted to hit that audience. And so Dubai was perfect, because Dubai is a cosmopolitan city. You get all sorts of diverse nationalities and people coming in and out, and there's a huge cultural scene here. And sure, maybe I can't show 100% of my work here yet, but I can show 90% of it, which is better than 0%.
There's no doubt that money is driving interest in art here. It's seen as a good and safe investment. British auction house Christie's set up an operation in Dubai in 2006 and now hold regular auctions where millions of dollars change hands every year.
$240,000.
For established names, auctions like this can be very lucrative. Although, like anywhere in the world, making a living from art is tricky. Nasir has a workspace in the Emirate of Sharjah. He studied to be an engineer, but realised he wanted to pursue a more creative line of work.
Like before, parents, they will not accept their son to study an art, for example. They said, okay, what he is going to work after graduation. But now, okay, they see that there is a big art movement here in the UAE, so they accept that. They start to accept that.
Attached to the studios is the Sharjah Foundation, which aims to develop the arts in the Gulf region. It's a series of galleries and contemporary art installations, and visitors are allowed to get hands-on.
One of the good things about this exhibition is that it encourages local people to come down and interact with the art, like this wooden box, which if you go inside is meant to improve your health and well-being. I'll give it a go. No change yet.
During art festival season, there'll be events across the Emirates. The Abu Dhabi Festival includes dance performances, theatre productions and music recitals. The Sharjah Biennial will have contemporary displays from international artists at a range of unusual venues. And Art Dubai features some of the world's most influential galleries, with 91 exhibitors from 40 countries taking part.
More now from our series behind the scenes of some of the world's most unique circuses. This week, we're off to
Circus para Todos created the world's first professional circus school specifically designated for children at risk or youth in a difficult situation. Circus is an amazing tool in the development of a youth. It provides just that right mix of achievability and challenge to keep it appetizing and exciting to do.
Well, this is the space for the new circus school in Cali. It's an open space. When we finish here, we're gonna go to Bogota and open the new circus school. We got around 110 young people who got graduated from Circus para Todos. So we had artists, many artists around the world in this moment. So we feel so proud about it.
Viendo barreras sin importar dónde estar.
All right, this is the new space for the new circus school.
Circus is the only art form which It's a daily ritual of almost sacrificing your life on stage. That risk element comes really well with Colombia.
La fundación lleva ya muchísimos años en Colombia, ha capacitado personas de los estratos más populares. Eso nos ha llevado desde el Ministerio de Cultura a establecer una política pública para el fortalecimiento de los circos en el país.
Rompiendo barreras sin importar dónde estar.
Aprendí muchas cosas en el circo. Uno, primero que todo, como a confiar en mí mismo, ¿no? Porque el circo como es ahí, tiene que estar en la escena, tiene que tener confianza o si no, no funciona, no transmite nada al público. Otro, pues a confiar en los demás y que ellos pues confíen en mí. Y entonces esos fueron los valores que realmente me han servido como hasta ahora en mi vida.
Now for our weekly update from around the world of travel. First up, imagine flying on a plane without any fuel. Well, that's what's happening in Abu Dhabi, where preparations are underway for the launch of Solar Impulse 2, an aircraft powered by the sun. With a wingspan of 72 metres, the craft is the width of a Boeing 747, but weighs about the same as a large car. If you're heading to India on safari, there could now be a better chance of seeing the country's famous big cats. India's latest tiger census shows the population has increased by nearly a third over the past 4 years, to 2,226, which means that now more than half of the world's tigers are in India. And finally, a 300-metre ice slide, one of the longest ever created, has proved to be a popular attraction at an ice lantern show, part of the Harbin Ice and Snow Festival in northeast China. People have been queuing for hours in freezing conditions just to have a go. Still to come on the travel show.
Don't believe me, just watch. I've got something that will warm your soul.
Tommy's back with some more tech for your travels. This week, something toasty for your feet.
Don't believe me, just watch.
And I'm in Macedonia to experience one of Europe's most unique celebrations.
The Travel Show, your essential guide, wherever you're heading.
Being the big celebrity that I am, whenever I check into a hotel room, I like to have everything just right. Some fresh flowers, a cup of tea made the way I like it, and a little selection of pastries and fruit. Wonderful. The one thing they can't sort out, particularly in hot countries, is the dryness in the air. I mean, it plays havoc on my delicate skin. It's a good thing that I've come well equipped. The Travel Humidifier produces high-frequency vibrations that turn the water into mist. You take a normal water bottle and attach the little nozzle into the top, and you pop this upside down and you lift up the flap to allow all that to come out into the room. Oh, soak it up, skin. Soak it up. Gotta look good for the camera, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. It's not exactly a travel essential, but perhaps you're traveling with a baby or with someone who's got mild allergies and they're struggling a bit. Well, this might just take the edge off. So there was something for you guys if you don't like the heat. But what if you don't like the cold? I mean, we cover all climates here on Global Gadgets. So next up, I've got something that will warm your soul. These heated insoles are embedded with rechargeable batteries, and when fully powered, they'll provide up to about 5 hours of heat. At the back of each sole, you have a little socket to charge each one up and a switch to turn it on. And we are good to go. It just pops into the shoe. The insoles heat to a maximum temperature of 44 degrees Celsius. That's 111 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, these are pricier than the cheaper alternative, which are those hot pockets that you put into your ski boots, but With these, you get a remote control, so you can actually monitor the temperature of your feet to make sure they stay warm without getting uncomfortably sweaty. Cue the music, here comes the hot stepper. The whole point of travel gadgets is to make your life easier, and I've reviewed a whole load of mobile charging devices designed to keep you powered up whilst you're on the go. But that often means carrying an additional bit of kit. However, with this, you've actually got the charger built into the backpack. The battery can be fully charged by USB. That takes 5.5 hours. Or you can charge it through the solar panels, which will need 9 hours of sunlight. Which is quite a long time to charge up the internal battery, which is located here, but you would plug it in overnight into the mains and then use the solar panels just to top yourself up throughout the day. But that sunlight is essential. Without it, this battery can run out quite quickly. I've just got my phone here, so I'll pop that in. And there you go. And finally, time for some ear-free listening. That's right, this is no regular cap. This hat has inbuilt speakers which send vibrations through my skull to my inner ear, so I can keep my wits about me when I'm traveling around town. And I can also take phone calls, and if you don't mind, I gotta take this one. It's my number one girl. Hello, Mum, I told you I'm filming today. Yeah, you watch this. You charge the cat by USB and pair it up with your device via Bluetooth. Now, the speaker quality isn't that great. It does actually sound quite tinny when you're listening to music, but I like what they're trying to do here. All this technology built in means there's not a wire in sight, so nobody knows when you're on the phone. I love you. No, not you, my mum. She's in my hat.
Finally this week, I'm in Macedonia, just miles from the Albanian border. Here, tucked into the Jablanica Mountains, is Vevčani. It's a tiny village of just 2,500 people, a quiet, picturesque place. But once a year, all of that changes.
In mid-January each year, these streets become flooded with over 10,000 visitors who come to see one of the most extraordinary festivals in Europe, the Viviani Carnival.
Hundreds take to the streets. Their faces are covered with masks, from the frightening to the bizarre to the downright incongruous. It's all to celebrate St. Basil's Day and the beginning of the Orthodox New Year, but it taps into a tradition that stretches back to pagan times.
It's like being in the middle of a sort of friendly riot. There's so much noise, there's music, people shouting and yelling and dancing and crazy costumes, and a lot of alcohol being drunk.
Many of the masks on display today evoke old pagan characters, from black devils to the stupid Augustans with their red pointed hats.
The black devils chase away the evil spirits, bad language, and all that is bad in one person or a family. The stupid Augustans send a message that every government should be criticised and whipped in order to be better the following year.
Misho has participated in dozens of festivals in Vevčani and claims that despite the seeming chaos, there are some rules.
You must drink alcohol for 24 hours straight, wear a mask, and be prepared to bear all of the provocations from the other mass participants, such as pinching and poking, and so on. Those conditions have remained the same for centuries, from the very beginning of this tradition.
You might be excused for thinking this is all in the name of fun, an excuse to have a drink and swing a pitchfork at the neighbours. But the festival gives a fascinating insight into this village's history of rebellion. In the late 1980s, it became famous for standing up to the Yugoslavian government in a dispute over the village's water supply. And in 1991, Viviani declared itself an independent country.
The idea was born during the time of the former Yugoslavia to make our own passports. We held a referendum with 100% attendance, and we all voted to become the independent Republic of Viviani.
It's very difficult to have a conversation here.
Viviani is still officially considered part of Macedonia, but tourists can become honorary citizens of the Republic, as I did, just hours before the festival began.
When you come here, you can pick up one of these, a Republic of Viviani passport stamped here at the town hall. It all looks very official, although I probably wouldn't try getting across any borders with it.
This independence might provide some fun for tourists, but Viviani's rebellious spirit is plainly seen in their modern protests at the festival. This year, costumes refer to the Charlie Hebdo attack in Paris and the proposed Russian gas pipeline. This satire has caused its share of controversy in past years, with the wearing of swastikas and burqas, and in 2012 staging a mock funeral for Greece's economy. But according to one of the organisers, this is all part of the festival tradition, out with the old and in with the new.
The important message of the carnival and the participants is that everything that's been bad and not good in the past year should be stopped right here with the humor and with the satirical approach, forgotten, and get the new year with better wishes and to be more cheerful and better than the last one.
Wandering through the crowds of dancing, drunken locals, it seems to me that the most remarkable aspect of the festival is not the controversy, but the absolute abandon of the people taking part. It's an extraordinary display of wild customs over 1,000 years in the making.
That's all we've got time for on this week's travel show. Coming up next week...
Has Soho lost its mojo? Addie finds out if corporate developments are ripping the heart out of what was London's seedy yet creative underbelly.
This is the meat and drinks of the cosmopolitan, naughty but good side of London.
So do join us then if you can. And in the meantime, don't forget, you can keep up with us while we're out on the road in real time by signing up to our social media feeds, details of which are on the screen. But for now, from me, Crystal Larwood, and the rest of the Travel Show team here in Macedonia, it's goodbye and see you next time.